What do you do for a living? Does what you do for a job or career fill you up with joy, fulfillment, just make you like ready to start the day? I can't wait to get to work on a Monday morning. How is your life right now in terms of your job or career? Welcome to day 76 of my 90-day mental, emotional, spiritual wellbeing series. And in this little mini coaching series, we're going to look at different areas of your life and what we can do to take it up a gear, what we can do to look at where we are currently and how we can improve that area of life. So the coaching for this video is around career and job. So this is assuming that you have a job or career. Okay, so you may not, you may have your own business, you may be your own boss, you might be self-employed. So just wherever you are right now, just having a think about what you do currently. So as with all these coaching videos, it's really great to take a snapshot of where you are at the moment. So what is it that you do? What is your job? What kind of career do you have? How fulfilling is that? What do you do? How does it light you up? What are you doing that makes it feel meaningful for you? Is it financially rewarding? Is it spiritually rewarding? Do you love the people you're working with? Do you enjoy the environment or not? So just grab your pen and your piece of paper and just write down everything which is currently true for you, in your job, in your career. Okay, just take your time, write down as many things. It can be however you feel about it, right? So you might love what you're writing down, or you might be like, I can't stand this. Whatever it is, write it down. So you're getting a real clear current snapshot of what your life is right now in your job and your career. And also think, once you've done that, about the beliefs that you have around that. So you might have heard it's a job for life, or it's not a job, it's a vocation, or you're lucky to have a job. All right, so whatever it is, what are some sayings or some phrases or some beliefs that you've got that you might have said yourself, you might have heard from somebody else, you might have had it handed down from your parents? What are some phrases, some beliefs, some sayings that you've got? You might have heard, you know, sack your boss. Is that what you want to do? Are you the boss? How do you feel around that? What else? You know, that Friday feeling, you know, you just live for the weekend so because you don't like your job and you just can't wait for the Friday, or Monday morning blues. Do you kind of get that? Do you get that kind of that Saturday, Sunday anxiety where it's like, oh God, dreary work tomorrow? How do you feel, right? What are some phrases or sayings or beliefs? Just really tune in to how you typically feel when you think about your career or your job. Okay, do you feel that you've been overworked and underpaid, underappreciated? Are you out of work and you would do anything to get something that you enjoyed, that was fulfilling, that would just pay the bills? Are you doing something to just pay the bills, right? Just whatever it is, just get really clear on not only where you're at, but the feelings and the beliefs and the thoughts around work, career and job. And as with coaching, we want to bridge that gap. So this is where you are. This is what would be ideal for you. This is what you'd love. This is what you would just be an ideal, just be a dream job. Okay, and what is that? What is something that you would love to do? Did you once have a dream as a child and you wanted to be a ... What happened to that dream? Did you become a ballerina or a bus driver or an astronaut or whatever it is that you might have said that you wanted to be or do when you were younger? And honestly, why didn't that happen? What happened? So think about what you actually do want now. Okay, what would, now this is a huge area actually, because there's career coaching just as a standalone, just like with all of these different areas of life. You can have health coaching, you can have relationship coaching, you can have money coaching, you can have career coaching, parenting coaching. You know, as a coach myself, you can be specialized in just one particular area and just work with people on getting real clarity on that particular area. So right now, obviously, we're just doing short bite-sized pieces to get you started, but you know, there's more to come, and certainly you can call on me for some personal one-to-one coaching to really deep dive into this and the other areas of life. So when you're looking at career, quite a lot of it is around values, like what you value, what's important to you, because let's face it, you're going to be spending a lot of your time there. Okay, so what is it that's important? Is it the pay you get? Is it the location? Is it the kind of work you're doing? Is it growth? Is it opportunity for climbing up the ladder? Is it working with teams? Do you prefer to work on your own? There's a whole different list of conditions that only you know is the kind of ideal for you. Like, what would you love? You might not know if that particular job exists or what you need to do. You might be battling with, well, I'm not qualified for that, or I'm overqualified for that, or I don't even know if this job exists. Don't worry about any of that right now. Right now, we're looking at the ideal. So what would be some of the criteria, some of the things that if you had, wow, how amazing. Okay, so everything takes some effort. So even if you want passive income and being home all day, what things, what vehicles are there for you to create that passive income? Okay, so they all take some time, right? It takes a bit of time and effort and energy. So it could be looking into businesses, it could be looking at investments, but as far as a job or career, what are you calling yourself? What are you going to be creating or doing? Write down all of those things and just take a moment to look at that list and notice how you feel about it. Notice if, you know, you might want to move some things around, you might want to cross things off, you might pick something, you know what, this is the most important thing for me. Right now, this is what is important that I would love to have. And then we're going to start taking some inspired action around it. Okay, so then I would like you to have a look at that list of the ideal and pick out a few things that you can actually take some action on. Okay, so what could you start looking into? I mean, are there some job descriptions you can look at? Who in your life or that you've got access to can you call on? All right, so do you need a mentor? Do you need to find people who are doing that job and chat to them and find out what they do? Do you need to be on LinkedIn? Do you need to be making some connections and networking and finding out more about what the role involves? Do you need to be getting some specialized career coaching in that area? Do you need to spend a bit more time looking at your values and doing that exercise in a bit more detail? Look at the finances that are coming in. What kind of tax bracket will you be in? Will that be worth it? Look at the locations. Do you want to work overseas? Where are those opportunities available? So really start doing some digging. Really start having a look and start thinking around, if this was going to be my reality, what prep work do I need to do? Do you need to retrain in some area? Is there a course that you can do that will help you? There's so many online courses. A lot of them are free. You might do some taster courses. So what is something that you can start doing and commit to? So this is how we start bridging that gap, by just looking at what we want and just feeling in our heart that, yes, this rings true, and trusting in our judgment and taking some inspired action towards it. And just holding ourselves accountable, obviously. And, you know, this is where a coach comes in, to hold you accountable and to work with you to hopefully having some of those things come to fruition. but it's down to you to take some of that action. Okay, I will speak to you in the next coaching segment. Let's speak in the next video.